Happy Saturday. Today I want to talk to you just for a moment about Silas, worshiping in a hard place. I can't think of a harder place to worship than to be in prison, but here we are. Silas, this faithful companion of Paul, he found himself in a dark, in a painful, and an unjust place in the inner prison at Philippi. Now, he was bound and beaten for preaching the gospel with Paul. He didn't despair. Instead, he did something else pretty radical. He worshiped the Lord. Not just worshiped, he sang to the Lord. Now, if someone had just beaten me, whipped me, singing would not be one of the things that I would say that I would probably be doing. But here we are in Acts 16 and 25. The Bible tells us that at midnight, so it kind of lets me feel good because they were up at midnight. I'm up at midnight a lot. So, hey, there's confirmation it's okay to stay up late. At midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing praise to God. And the prisoners even heard them, just midnight, the darkest hour, when everybody else is trying to sleep. There they are singing, their bodies aching. You know, the place was irrelevant, the time was irrelevant, but the purpose was important to worship their God. And as a result of them worshiping God in their darkest, bleakest, most painful hour, heaven intervened for them. The prison shook. The doors flew open. Now, Silas didn't run, he stayed. He knew that his worship wasn't about getting out, it was about lifting up. So here Silas and Paul were. The jailer came to see what was going on. The doors were opened, they were loose, but there they were. The jailer couldn't believe it, and as a result, he came to salvation. Sometimes hard places just aren't physical, sometimes they're emotional. They're spiritual, invisible. But Silas teaches us that our praise doesn't have to wait for freedom. We may feel bound, but it can lead to our freedom if we worship God and He opens up those doors and looses those chains from around us. So I encourage you today, lift up your voice even if it's at midnight. Lift up your voice and praise God even if you are in pain. Lift up your voice even if it's in a place where it doesn't supposed to happen. Let the Lord open those doors, break those chains, even in your hard place. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.